Okay, now, so as you know, the USA, or in another way we call that the America, this country called the bread basket of the world. Okay, and what this means to the rural people of America, that's we read in this chapter. So it was the time when the common field were being enclosed in England, मतलब कि जब इंग्लैंड में जो कॉमन फील्ड इन वेयर मतलब जहां पर क्रॉप्स को उगाया जाता था, they settled agriculture had not developed on any extensive scale in the USA. Means here the comparison between the crops cultivations about the England and USA. So USA is the developed country, and that there is an in large scale of field on there. So the forest covered on that time during the, I think it's the time of 18th century, on that time in USA, forest covered over 800 million acre. Means 800 million acre जो जमीन है, that is covered by forest, and 600 million acre land covered with grasslands. Grasslands means वहां पर सिर्फ घास ही है. Then means you have take some natural, means you have take some of the idea when you see the figure number 5. यहाँ पर ये जो देखो जितना भी green portion है, that's all are included in grassland. Clear? Then most of the landscape was not under the control of white America. Means most of the lands on there on USA that was not controlled by the white American. Okay, until the time of 17th 18th century, that's white American. Okay, that's white American were confined to a small narrow strip of coastal land in the east. And why it is called coastal lands? Because when you see the world map, you find out that in the left hand side or in the right hand side, in the left hand side you see in मतलब USA there is a Atlantic Ocean, and on the right side there is a Pacific Ocean. Clear? So मतलब जो USA है उसकी एक तरफ अटलांटिक ओशन है, दूसरी तरफ पैसिफिक ओशन है, तो ये दोनों के बीच जो अमेरिका आता है उसमें बहुत सी लैंड जो है वो कोस्टल लैंड्स हैं. ओके, क्योंकि वो that lands near about the water, so that's why that's called coastal land in the east. Okay, जो ईस्ट पोर्शन है यूएसए का, that is also the coastal land, and in western parts that is also the coastal land. ठीक है, मतलब ईस्ट पोर्शन में भी कोस्टल है और वेस्ट पोर्शन में भी कोस्टल है. So if you travel through the country at that time, you would have met various Native American groups. Native American groups मतलब बहुत सारे अमेरिकन, मतलब कि it's native मतलब it's like a neighbor. Clear? And they all are nomadic. Nomadic are those person who move from one place to another for searching meal. So they all are all Native American are the nomadic, and some were settled. Some are nomadic, means they move from one place to another, and some Americans were settled. And many of them lived only by, means that's all of the American live, or their surviving sources on that time were hunting, okay, gathering and fishing, and they also cultivate the corn, maki, beans, tobacco, and pumpkin. These are their surviving sources. Okay, and still others were export trappers through whom European traders had secured their supplies of Weber for since the 16th century. Now it was the time of the 16th century. On that time, they export strapper. In which form they are experts in trade. Okay, trade मतलब business. Okay, and they supply the Weber fur. Weber fur मतलब जो ऊन होती है ना, उसको मतलब जो एनिमल्स से हम ऊन निकालते हैं, ठीक है, उसको बनाते हैं, जैसे उसकी कोई शॉल स्वेटर्स बनाते हैं, दैट इज द Weber fur since the 16th century. And then you see the locations of the different tribes in the early 18th century. So it was the time of now the early of 20th century. Now it was the time when the 20th century was going, and that time landscape has transformed radically. Means that all जो landscape है वो बहुत जल्दी transform हुआ, change आया उसमें. Many white American moved westward, okay, on the west portion of the USA and established the west coast and displacing local tribes and carving out the entire landscape into different agriculture belt. Okay, मतलब अब उन्होंने एक नई एग्रीकल्चर बेल्ट जो है, एग्रीकल्चर बेल्ट का मतलब एक नई जगह को इस्टेब्लिश किया फॉर एग्रीकल्चर. ओके, देन द यूएसए हैड कम टू डोमिनेट द वर्ल्ड मार्केट एंड एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस. मतलब अब ऑब्वियसली मतलब कि जो अमेरिका कंट्री है उसके दोनों तरफ जो है वो कोस्टल लैंड है, एंड द कोस्टल लैंड्स आर मोर फर्टाइल लैंड. क्लियर, बहुत फर्टाइल होती है और वहां पर क्रॉप्स और एग्री मतलब जो कल्टीवेट करते हैं हम कोई भी क्रॉप्स को, उसकी जो ग्रोथ है वो काफी अच्छी होती है. सो दैट्स व्हाई द मोस्ट ऑफ द white peoples or white American they dominate the world market. मतलब अब वहां पर लोग जो हैं वो अपना कल्टीवेट करने लगे क्रॉप्स को, और उनकी जो मतलब प्रोडक्शन थी उस क्रॉप्स की वो काफी अच्छी होने लगी, बल्कि पूरे वर्ल्ड में सबसे अच्छी होने लगी. और इस वे से जो है अमेरिका ने अदर पूरे वर्ल्ड को डोमिनेट कर दिया. ओके, मतलब डोमिनेट इन एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस. ठीक है, देन हाउ डिड दिस चेंजेस कम अबाउट. मतलब ठीक है, वहां पर ये सारा मतलब अच्छी ग्रोथ होने लगी, क्रॉप्स की अच्छी ग्रोथ हो रही है, अच्छा लोगों को मिल रहा है खाने को, और मतलब कि वहां पे जो पैदावार थी, मतलब जो अनाज की पैदावार थी वहां की पॉपुलेशन के अकॉर्डिंगली बहुत ज्यादा थी. ओके, इंग्लैंड में ऐसा नहीं था ना, इंग्लैंड में वो कम थी और पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा थी. लेकिन यूएसए में क्या हुआ कि पॉपुलेशन कम थी और जो उनकी कल्टीवेटेड लैंड थी वो ज्यादा थी. और वो ऐसा क्यों था? क्योंकि जो यूएसए है उसका दोनों पोर्शन जो है, ईस्टर्न साइड एंड वेस्टर्न साइड, दोनों ही कोस्टल लैंड्स पर, और कोस्टल लैंड्स की जो मतलब लैंड है दैट वाज सो फर्टाइल, वो बहुत फर्टाइल हुआ करती थी. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई. Now the second point, that is the westward move and wheat cultivation. Okay, that is read by Kritika. Now you read.
Yes, ma'am. The story of Asian expansion is closely connected to the westward movement of the white settlers who took over the land after the American War of Independence from 1775 to 1783 and the formation of the United States of America. The white Americans began to move westward by the time Thomas Jefferson became president of the USA in 1800. Over 700,000 white settlers had moved on to the Appalachians Plateau through the
Passes.
Appalachian Plateau through the passes seen from the east coast. America seemed to be a land of promise. It wilderness could be turned into cultivated fields, forest timber could be cut for export, animals hunted for skin, mountains mined for gold and minerals. But this meant that the American Indians had to be cleared from the land in the decades after 1800. The US government committed itself to a policy of driving the American Indians westward, first beyond the river
Mississippi.
Mississippi,
Mississippi.
Mississippi, and then further west. Mississippi and then further west, numerous falls were wedged in which Indians were massacred and many of their villages burned. The Indians rested, won many victorious in wars, but were ultimately forced to scientists give up their land and move westward. As the Indians retreated, the settlers poured in. They came in successive waves. They settled on the Appalachian Plateau by the first decade of the 18th century and then moved into the Mississippi Valley between 1820 and 1850. They slashed and burnt forests, pulled out the stumps, cleared the land for cultivation, and built log cabins in the forest clearings. Then they cleared larger areas and erected fences around the fields. They plowed the land and sowed corn and wheat. In the early areas, the fertilized soil produced good crops. When the soil became improved impoverished and excavated in one place, the migrants would move further west to explore new lands and raise a new crop. It was, however, only after 1860 that settlers swept into the Great Plains across the river Mississippi in subsequent decades. This region became a major wheat producing area of America. Let us follow the story of the wheat farmers in some detail. Let us see how they turned the grassland into the bread-based of America, what problems they faced, and what consequences followed.
Consequence. Okay. So now here westward move and wheat cultivation. Okay. Now it was the time of the Thomas Jefferson. You everyone underline it. Now the Thomas Jefferson became the president of USA in 1800. Okay. Clear? It was the time when the Thomas Jefferson became the president of USA and many white American settlers had moved on to the Appalachian Plateau. Underline Appalachian Plateau. Appalachian Plateau means एक तरह का पठार. Okay, एक लैंड जो हमारे surface of water से ऊंची है. That is the name of that plateau is Appalachian. Okay, so the most of the white American moved to there. Okay, they all are moved to Appalachian Plateau, means, and that's free from the east coast. And the most of the American, they turned into cultivated field. Okay, why they turned to the Appalachian Plateau? Because there was a cultivated field, and there they grow the wheat or so many other things. Because on that plateau there are the forests which were, that's means the matlab wood of that forest they cut and export, मतलब जो जंगल की लकड़ी है उसको काटते थे और उसको फिर एक्सपोर्ट और इंपोर्ट मींस इंपोर्ट मतलब जब हम किसी से कोई चीज लेते हैं, एक्सपोर्ट मतलब जब हम किसी को कोई चीज देते हैं। ओके, तो फॉरेस्ट जो था वहां को उसको कट करके द वुड ऑफ दैट फॉरेस्ट we use for export, means that American, and the animals hunted for skin, mountains mined for gold and minerals। ओके, ऐसे भी जर्नली भी जो माइन और मिनरल्स है वो अमेरिका में सबसे ज्यादा है, तो वो भी वहां पर काफी अच्छे थे। एंड दिस मीन द अमेरिकन इंडियन हैड टू बी क्लियर्ड फ्रॉम द लैंड। ओके, एंड in the decade after 1800, decade means after 10 years, decade means 10 years। okay, जैसे सेंचुरी हम बोलते हैं ना 100 years or 100,
Yes,
on the same way decade is 10, means decade means 10 years or 10 times। clear? So after decade means after 10 years from the 1800 century, USA government committed itself to a policy of driving the American Indian westward। ठीक है, अमेरिकन इंडियन मतलब जो अमेरिकन में रहते थे। ठीक है, फर्स्ट बियॉन्ड द रिवर मिसिसिपी, एक काफी फेमस रिवर है अमेरिका में, द नेम ऑफ दैट रिवर इज मिसिसिपी। Underline this word also, Mississippi। What is Mississippi? Mississippi is the name of a river which flow on which country? On which country it flow? In USA। Okay,
America.
same things, USA, United States of America। Then numerous wars were waged in which Indians were massacred and many of their villages burned। मतलब उस टाइम पर जो इंडियंस थे उनके गांव को, जो अमेरिकन इंडियंस थे उनको, मतलब उनकी जो हालात थे वो बहुत डेंजरस थे, क्योंकि उनके गांव को जला दिया गया था और उनको मतलब कि वहां पर रहने के लिए भी कोई जगह नहीं छोड़ी थी। And the Indian residents won many victories in war, but were ultimately forced to sign treaties, give up their land and move westward। And on that time मतलब कि उनको उनकी जो लैंड थी उसको कैप्चर कर लिया गया और उन लोगों ने लास्ट में एक ट्रीटी पे साइन किया कि जिसमें अपनी जो लैंड है उन्होंने मतलब कि कौन से अमेरिकन इंडियंस ने जो लैंड है वो उन white Americans को दे दी। Then it's the Indians retreated, the settlers poured in, and they came to the successive way, and the most of the Appalachian Plateau by the first decade of the 18th century, and they all moved to the Mississippi Valley। Okay, now at that time that's American Indian leave the Appalachian Plateau and move to the near the river of Mississippi। Clear? And they slash and burn forest, pollute all the, मतलब कि वहां पर जो जंगल था उन्होंने उसको साफ किया और उस लैंड को कल्टीवेशन के यूज के लिए प्रॉपर उसको मतलब कि सेटल किया। Clear? Then in the early years The fertile soil produce good crops. अब उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि वो जो उन्होंने जो फॉरेस्ट को काट कर उस लैंड को कल्टीवेशन के लिए मतलब उसका बेस्ट यूज करने के लिए जो उसको फर्टाइल बनाया so the result of that means that fertile land produce good crops मतलब वो जो उपजाऊ जमीन थी उसने अच्छा अब क्रॉप्स की ग्रोथ जो है वो काफी अच्छी होने लग पड़ी and the soil become improved and exhausted in one place and the migrant would move further west to explore new lands and raise a new crop. However, only after the 1860 the settlers swept into the Great Plain across the river Mississippi and the decade this region became a major wheat production area of America. मतलब फिर वहां के जो मिसिसिपी जो रिवर है उसके सराउंडिंगली जो भी जमीन थी जो लैंड थी वो काफी फर्टाइल हो गई और वो बेस्ट फॉर क्रॉप्स हो गई बेस्ट कल्टीवेशन फॉर व्हीट क्रॉप्स ठीक है और अब जो वहां पर सभी लोग जो अमेरिकन व्हाइट अमेरिकन थे और भी अदर्स थे उन्होंने उस रिवर के पास उस लैंड पर क्रॉप्स उगाने शुरू कर दिए मतलब दैट इज द बेस्ट फॉर व्हीट क्रॉप्स रिमेंबर दिस ओके क्लियर नाउ द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट दैट इज द व्हीट फार्मर ओके व्हीट farmers now you Tejas read it.
From the late 19th century, there was a dramatic expansion of wheat production in the USA. The urban population in the USA was growing and the export market was becoming ever bigger. As the demand increased, wheat prices rose, encouraging farmers to produce wheat. The spread of the railways made it easy to transport the grain from the wheat growing regions to the eastern coast for export. By the early 20th century, the demand became even higher, and during the First World War, the world market boomed. Russian supplies of wheat were cut off, and the USA had to feed Europe. US President Wilson called upon farmers to respond to the need of the time. Plant more wheat. Wheat will win the war, he said. In 1910, about 45 million acres of land in the USA was under wheat. 9 years later, the area had expanded to 74 million acres, an increase of about 65%. Most of the increase was in the Great Plains, where new areas were being plugged to extend cultivation. In many cases, big farmers, the wheat barons controlled as much as 2,000 to 3,000 acres of land individually.
Okay, good. Now the wheat farmers. Okay, this is the next point. Here, during the time of 19th century, and it was the dramatic expansion. Dramatic expansions means in very large or rapidly growth. Okay, in very large form in the USA, in the large form of the wheat production. Okay, means in urban populations of the USA that grow more and more wheat crops and export that into the market and then it become a bigger market okay for wheat productions. Then as the demand increase, as we know that here the demand increase in of the wheat and the price also rose. जब demand बढ़ती है किसी चीज की तो उसका price भी बढ़ता है. Okay, and that encourage the farmers to produce more and more wheat. Okay, and means अब जो farmers जो wheat उगा रहे थे उनको उससे फायदा होने लगा. ठीक है, उनको प्रॉफिट मिलने लगा और कि that was the positive sign for them and they grow more and more wheat crops. Okay, and then the spread of the railway made It easy to transport the grain from the wheat growing, मतलब कि रेलवे का आने की वजह से, ट्रेन्स चलने की वजह से ये काफी इजी हो गया फार्मर्स के लिए कि वो अपने ग्रेन्स को मतलब एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जा सके. Okay, and then it was the time of then the 20th century and or it's the first world war. The world market boomed. Okay, और कि जब फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर स्टार्ट हुई थी ऑब्वियसली मतलब खाने की कमी हो गई थी हर जगह. On that time Russian supply of wheat were cut off. Means Russian जो था वो ही wheat की सप्लाई कर रहा था, but that supply were cut off by the USA and they feed to the Europe. Then the president of the US, that name of that president Wilson. Okay, and everyone underline this thing. What the Wilson sent to the farmer, he said, plant more wheat, this will win the war. Okay, who said these words to farmers? That said by US President Wilson. Plant more wheat and wheat will win the war. Clear? Then now the
Yes,
45 million acre of land in the USA used under for wheat cultivation, and the 9 years later there were 74 million of acres land, increase of about 65%. Clear? And most of the increase was in the Great Plains, where new area were being plowed to extended cultivation. जनरली भी अगर आपको एक जीके क्वेश्चन है ये कि पूरे वर्ल्ड में सबसे ज्यादा जो व्हीट प्रोडक्शन है वो कहाँ होती है, दैट इज यूएस. रिमेंबर दिस. जो गेहूं है वो सबसे ज्यादा दुनिया में कहाँ उगाई जाती है, अमेरिका में होती है. सो दैट्स व्हाई अमेरिका कॉल्ड द ब्रेड बास्केट. ब्रेड मीन्स खाना. अब व्हीट मतलब अनाज, चपाती बनती है ना, आटा बनता है, चपाती बनती है, उसी से सबका पेट भरता है. So that's why, and that's wheat, that chapati called the bread. And bread basket मतलब जहाँ पर ऐसी टोकरी जो रोटी से भरी हुई है. Okay, so वो कौन सी कंट्री है, that is
America.
Okay, America. Okay, so
Yes,
that's why it's called bread basket. Okay, is it clear?
yes, ma'am.
Or not? Now you everyone read this. Okay, read these pages carefully at home and write down the some important key points on main points. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And everyone join the class regularly. Remember this.
Yes.
Clear?